The Season 2 premiere of House of the Dragon was pretty good. It did get to some of the really dark stuff I thought it would, but it underplayed it compared to the book, which is fantastic because it's awful. Why would you not want to underplay it? And this in general was just a less angry and violent episode than I thought it would be. I guess because it's the premiere, they want to ease people back into the world. They want to start at a relatively low pace so they can ramp it up over the course of the next few episodes. This was mostly kind of table setting and reminding you who people are and establishing the current dynamics and reminding people we're still a talking people show, not a non-stop action show, so you don't have to be getting stressed out every time an episode starts. And I guess that makes sense, especially since the last season was so unusual from TV because half of it was with a different cast. Now that we're on the more permanent cast, they want to remind us of that and get us eased in because we'll be with them for the rest of the show. Overall, I'd say this episode was good. This show still looks spectacular. Season 1 of House of the Dragon is the best looking TV has ever been, in every single aspect. It's like, A, they've got a lot of money, but also it seems like they've been honing the creative team for years. Doing Game of Thrones let them cultivate a lot of talent and a lot of processes, and now with this fresh new story, they're just going wild and doing every little thing they can. I'm delighted watching it unfold. And we'll see where we go from here. The next one's just a week away. When it comes to new reveals like Allison hooking up with Kristen Cole, I don't care. She probably needs some stress relief. I don't think it makes her a hypocrite, especially compared to everyone else in the show. The only thing I'm really sad about is it seems like Kristen Cole isn't enjoying it. He's so Catholic. Come on, you're having sex, you're not going to get punished for it. Nobody takes the oath of chastity seriously. Honestly, the idea that the Kingsguard become chaste is kind of ridiculous when you look at historical knights. There were virginal orders and there were religious knights, but I don't think there were any virginal knights, at least not widespread or at the highest levels. But whatever, that works well for drama, and George R. Martin wrote the stuff 30 years ago and he didn't think people would be caring about it so much. And it lets us have this big drama. To touch on the end of the episode, which is, I'm sure, what we're all going to be talking about for the next week. Yeah, that was pretty messed up. It was a little worse in the books, at least in theory, because instead what the characters do was they say, pick the one that's your favorite, and then they kill the one who isn't the favorite, just so that the one who was the favorite and the mother would both feel extra tormented. But they eliminated that, and I think it was probably a logical reason for doing it. I think the idea is already horrendous enough without adding that extra twist in, and I think, especially when you're writing things down instead of showing them to people, you sometimes need to magnify things to really get across the human drama and the terror, whereas when you see it, plenty of human drama and terror is communicated anyway. And I'll leave it at that.